Pamela, I'm making an addendum for you. I want you to know some things. You see these tiles? These tiles were placed here because the tenant that lived here wanted identification tiles. I went down, I picked them out, I paid for them, and I was reimbursed. You see those benches? I'm the one that did the benches. I'm the one that got dirt under my fingernails. I was paid $250 to do all of the benches on the property, which, believe you me, once I got into the job, wasn't enough money, but it was the agreed upon price, so that's what we stuck with. Do you see these mailboxes? The reason that these mailboxes are here is because I put them on my personal American Express card and waited for reimbursement. When they did not get installed, I had them delivered to the Rent Charleston front office, and they sat there until somebody put them up. See that tile? That tile came from Spain, and I bought that, carried it in my suitcase, and was reimbursed. You see the bistro sets? That's right. I bought them, picked them out, assembled them, and I was reimbursed from the HOA. Now I want to walk you over here and tell you a little something. You see this porch? This all had to be redone. Oh, and believe me, they did the top too. Because this tree here was all overgrown. This wood was so rotten here and here that the pickets were popping out. Had somebody leaned on it, the whole thing would have come down. So we actually had to replace it, or else it would have been a safety issue. Now this house, do you know this house had rats? And guess what? The crawl space was sealed. Guess what happened in my house when we had rats? Because the same girl that ruined my courtyard kept leaving bags of trash. We had a rat infestation, but my crawl space was never sealed, so the rats would climb up in the walls. They're all gone now. It's taken care of. So over here, do you see that? That's the gutter that had a leak. I can still see where the leak was. The water would wick down here and wick across the roof. That is how this column got rotten. So that was a $7,000 or $8,000 expense that was preventable had that leaking gutter been repaired in a timely manner. There was also a large palmetto tree. I'm the one that met with the tree people. I'm the one that was here that day. I'm the one that felled that tree. And that was a lot of work and responsibility. And I just wanted you all to know that. See, this is what happens when the property is not rounded on. We have these unplanned expenses. This was $7,000 or $8,000. That was $7,000 or $8,000. And then you come over here, and I'm having trouble getting grass in my courtyard. They did replace it once. It didn't last because of the amount of damage that was done over here. But if you bought your place and you were told at the time of purchase that this was your courtyard, of course it was later corrected that it was common grounds, and some college student really damaged it, and it still, even though it had work done on it, still never came back to looking really good. And then you see all these unplanned, unnecessary expenses over here, you would feel the same way I feel.